So, lads, today we're going to be talking about something that I don't want to talk about this, but I think I have to because I believe that ignoring this is allowing the WNBA to get away with it. It's allowing the WNBA media to get away with it. It's allowing it's allowing the bullies to get away with it. That's why I said this. And I'm going to say rival fans, and I mean this. I mean this when I say this. The title at times is going to be, our titles are going to be titles. Half the time I don't title my own videos. However, it is a case where when I say fans, I don't mean fans of rival teams. I don't mean Chicago Sky fans. I mean people that I will, for lack of a better word, I will call just Caitlin Clark haters. I am talking about the people that their goal is to bully Caitlin Clark out of the league. That is all they care about. They don't care about anything. They want to bully Caitlin Clark out of the league, and they want to use Caitlin Clark as a vehicle to spread hate against people that support Caitlin Clark. And it doesn't, I was about to say, and that's it. They're trying to make sure that Caitlin Clark has no fans, make sure Caitlin Clark has no teammates so they can bully her out of the league. It is literally a collective group of bullies trying to bully players out of the league. The problem is that I'm not accusing anyone of being in that, but I fully believe that there are people in the media that not necessarily in the group of bullies, but consistently will talk positively about those group of bullies. There are players, there are people in the media, there are coaches that are in the orbit of those bullies. And that's the reason I have to talk about this topic. There are people celebrating Caitlin Clark's injury. There are people celebrating Caitlin Clark's injury. And these are all people that are in the we don't hate Caitlin Clark, we just hate her fans crew. No, they don't. They hate Caitlin Clark. They say we hate her fans just so that they can have an excuse. They hate her. They hate her, and that's fine. You can hate somebody. You can hate somebody. Like, you don't have to like Caitlin Clark. There's plenty of reasons to not like Caitlin Clark. Like, if you don't like, and that's the thing, you don't have to like anybody when it comes to life. Like, you cannot like, and again, you can have some weird reasons, but you have got people out here wishing ACL injuries on Caitlin Clark. You have got people out here celebrating. Like, if you look at the quote tweets of the Indiana Fever tweeting Caitlin Clark got injured, the amount of celebratory tweets you've seen, the amount of celebratory tweets and like people like celebrating that she got hurt. And the only reason I have to say this is that side of the fan base people are being told that does not exist, that does not happen. And it's clear as day because it's public. And you've got the media out here. Again, we've like Elle Duncan has gone full on unhinged, it seems. Like, obviously, Caitlin Clark fans have called out some of her stuff, so now she's gone fully like, it seems like she's fully gone anti-Caitlin Clark fans. She's gone and attacked them. She's gone on a tirade. And like, and by the way, I'm not saying Elle Duncan has said any of these things, but I'm just pointing out that the media have gone Caitlin Clark fan bad. Clark fan bad. Like, that is now the WNBA media. It is just Clark fan bad. And you've now got it where fans on the opposite end, and by the way, I stand by this, the extremes on both ends are equally as bad, but the extremes on one end, according to some people, don't exist, and according to other people, are celebrated, and according to the WNBA, sometimes are in fact given opportunities to work with the WNBA. Like, we'll never forget the person who a couple of weeks ago said that that went on an unhinged rant about Caitlin Clark and then said that she got it up. Why should we be shocked? She got it all from her mother, and then started and went basically unhinged talking about Caitlin Clark's family. And that person is, I'm pretty sure, that person was working for a WNBA media, like a media conglomerate that worked specifically for the WNBA that's very close to the WNBA that gets a lot of access to players. And that's the thing where you're like, there are people in the orbit of these unhinged people that are getting access to players. And not only that, like, you've seen players that are talking about these people, and you're seeing these people getting praised for doing certain things, when if you look on their Twitter, you look on their places, they are so unhinged against Caitlin Clark. And again, I'm not going to call out one individual person. I'm not going to call this stuff. Like, if you just look at the timeline, like it's the same extreme as the people blaming the commissioner on Caitlin Clark getting hurt and hoping the league crashes and burns because Caitlin Clark has a quad strain. Like they're all unhinged. The difference is that one of them are called, like, one group are called the scum of the earth, and because of that one group, every single person that is a fan of Caitlin Clark is called by the media not too far off the scum of the earth. And one group is, according to the media, not real. This is not real. This did not happen. None of this is real. So that's just my opinion on this all. My opinion on all of this is that everything's wrong. Like, all of this is wrong. Everything when it comes to the WNBA media is just crazy. It's all crazy. And the fact is that you can see it. And again, these are just Twitter trolls. These are just Twitter people. And the problem is the WNBA currently having a BS investigation ongoing about the Indiana Fever. Like, ongoing about the Fever. They have an investigation based on Twitter trolls. But they're not going to do anything about... And I mean this when I say this. Okay, like, the WNBA, when I said about the Dream, and I was like, why not? I just sarcastically said, the Dream should be being investigated. I'm like, no, don't. You don't investigate teams for Twitter stuff. Don't investigate these fans. Just allow it be what it is. The difference is that one side or you call them the scum of the earth, and you will investigate one side, but it's completely ignored. It's completely ignored, and you're seeing so many celebrations of Caitlin Clark's injury from one fan base. And by the way, just that fan base in general, I'm not going to go and call everyone in that fan base. And it's mostly Sky fans from Angel Reese, so I'm not going to call, or Aces fans. And unfortunately, I'm not going to call every single Aces fan a bad person. I'm not going to say, I like Angel Reese, but I hate her fans. I'm not going to say I like Angel Wilson, but I hate her fans. Like, I'm not going to come out and say that as a thing where it's like, no, not all the fans of somebody are the extremists. But the difference is that the extremist is that every single fan of Caitlin Clark is painted as an extremist of every single race. Whereas there is an equal amount of extremist fans of every team. Unfortunately, the more fans there are, the more bad fans there are, and the more good fans there are. And then you've now got the league itself that are deciding to open investigations on one set of fans for no reason, but will ignore some of the most disgusting things said about Caitlin Clark. But, you know, apparently her fans, one of the fans of her team making a dolphin noise is worth an investigation. But the amount of stuff being written about Caitlin Clark isn't worth it. And by the way, I don't think the WNBA should be investigating Twitter. But ironically, they've already done it. So who knows? But anyway, I'll see you guys.